whichever is going to
Okay, better English. Tell me about your stand. What are you doing? Because I make the podcast about future, interested in my auditory about what the Intel can give in next year.
Absolutely. So we're at the Intel showcase, and here we have different examples of how you could use the AI as well as the Intel hardware to help with the different tasks that are AI related. So here is an example where this is what I would refer to as AI for good. Myself and my colleague, we've recorded our videos. In my case, I recorded in Ukrainian. He recorded in English, and then the AI goes in and it actually translates those videos, right? So let's see. You can pick it up. So it's kind of low volume here, but you can hear that it's Ukrainian, right? And then, like, if I go in and I hit English,
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Yuri. I am one of the engineers of the technical marketing department.
This is, you hear that it's my voice. It is kind of, you could tell apart that it is AI generated, but it's really close to my voice. And so what this company does, the AI on voice, is they take the original video, they need it to be at least 30 seconds or longer, and in those 30 seconds they're able to identify the way that I speak, where my inflection points are, the different intonations, and then based on that they can translate the voice into like actual text, translate the text into whichever language you would like. We're showing here 6 languages, but in reality they did send us 10 different languages, and from there it re-encodes it back with the specific language, but with my voice on it, or in this case Chuck's voice. And
what's the price for people?
so this is a partner product we're just showing on behalf of them. The actual pricing for them, I'm not aware of that.
Don't make the BTC proposition.
That's for you to, I can put you in contact with them and you guys could figure it out. I'm here showing that this is something that was done on my server, the Gaudi server, Xeon and Gaudi server that's sitting in Oregon in our lab. And so it's just one of the examples where the Intel products such as Gaudi allow for a smaller company to have a lower cost entry point into doing the different AI tasks.
Okay, but what about chips? Today the Intel makes something concrete products for NVIDIA.
Well, so I mean, it all depends on what we're talking about, right? But like, so in this case here, this is a chip from this specific PC, right? So this is the code name Lunar Lake. The real, the marketing name is the Intel Core Series Ultra 2. And in this case, this is the chip that if you want to zoom in, you'll be able to see that we actually do have 3 different types, right? So there's your CPU, there's your GPU, and the smallest one is the NPU, which is the neural processing unit, right? So this is what makes it these devices into the AI PCs. It has 3 different engines that would help you to complete your tasks, right? Here we also have the Intel Arc graphics card that was just recently launched and announced. This is the Battle Mage, the B580, and this is something where it's a very competitive product that is not going to set you back a lot, but you're going to be able to actually do a lot of the, whether it's AI or the regular gaming tasks on it. So then here we actually have an example of how you could use the Lunar Lake PC. This is AI Playground, software that was created by Intel. It's a free to use by anybody who downloads it. It works best on the Ultra series with the Arc graphics card. And what you're able to do with it is you have 3 different options. You have the create, enhance, and answer. So if we want to create, we just type in the specific text that we want to use, I just typed in steampunk cute robot with flowers, right? It's going to use the generative AI to go through 20 different iterations, 4 different times, and create for me the different models, right? So there you go. We have 4 different pictures. Let's see what it's going to come up with. And there you go. So
Yeah.
fairly quick. This was all done locally. You don't need to go to the internet. And it's using the publicly available models. So in this case, for the image models, we're using the Lycon model and the Run Diffusion Juggernaut, right?
But Intel don't have some products for local LLM models like NVIDIA. Remember, you see in the SEC in this year, the NVIDIA produced it.
So Intel does not make models, right? We don't create our own models, but this software allows you to have the small LLM available. You can download and insert whichever one. Here we're using specifically the Phi 3 model. And this is an example where, in this case, we're using the Phi 3 model with the RAG implementation. RAG stands for the Retrieval Augmentation Generation. And what it allows you to do is, here's a perfect example. I'm asking, what are the minimum requirements for the AI Playground? AI Playground being the software that I'm using. Now, this model, the Phi 3 model, was created 2 years ago. The AI Playground was released 1 year ago. So the model is not aware of where was the, what is it that I'm referring to when I say AI Playground. But if I enable the file query and I upload the user guide, now I can ask the exact same question, and you can see here that it actually answers specifically what it is, right? So RAG models is something that Intel is working with the partners to create, to help to implement. But we don't actually write our own models. We don't
No, I
make the models.
speaking device who can play the models, like small boxes.
Well, so Intel, like the Lunar Lake that we're showing here, right? Like it has the NPU that was optimized specifically to use the different neural networks. On the server side, the demo I was showing earlier is using this, which is the Gaudi 3 AI accelerator, right? This is, you would pair this up with your server that has and now you have the fairly much more accessible as far as the monetary entry point to do your AI workloads.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.